Did you know that one of the healthiest fruit juices on the planet can become dangerous with just one wrong ingredient? Many people start their morning feeling proud. They juice a fresh beetroot, pour it into a glass, and believe they are fueling their heart, cleansing the liver, and boosting energy for the entire day. What most people do not realize is that beetroot is extremely powerful. And like anything powerful, it requires respect. Inside this humble red root are compounds that can transform circulation, open blood vessels, support liver function, and increase stamina. However, these same compounds react strongly when combined with the wrong foods. In this video, we will uncover 7 beet juice combinations you should never make, including one that can be truly dangerous for anyone over 50 or for those living with kidney or digestive issues. More importantly, I will show you 5 precise principles that allow your heart, liver, circulation, and energy to benefit safely and effectively. Before we begin, please press the like button. Leave a comment to let me know where you are watching from and subscribe so you never miss important health information designed specifically for men over 50. Now, let me share what you need to know. What you learn today may permanently change how you prepare this healing juice. Every day, thousands of people unknowingly create beet juice combinations that irritate the stomach, trigger fermentation, increase oxalate levels, overload the liver, impair circulation, and even neutralize the very nutrients they are trying to absorb. The most alarming part is that these harmful blends appear healthy on the surface. So what is really happening inside the body? Mistake number 1 is combining beet juice with carrots. Beetroot and carrots appear to be a perfect pair. 2 brightly colored nutrient-dense roots that are commonly combined in juices, smoothies, and detox blends. Individually, each vegetable is highly beneficial, but when juiced together in concentrated raw form, they create a silent overload that the kidneys, liver, and blood sugar regulation systems struggle to manage. Both beetroot and carrots are high oxalate vegetables. When consumed separately in moderate portions, oxalates are manageable for most people. But when combined into a powerful juice, oxalate concentration rises sharply. This significantly increases the risk of calcium oxalate kidney stones, especially in older adults, people with diabetes, those who are dehydrated, and anyone with even mild kidney impairment. Oxalates from both roots bind tightly with calcium, forming sharp crystals that accumulate silently until they cause pain, inflammation, or urinary complications. The second issue is blood sugar impact. Both beetroot and carrots contain natural sugars. When juiced, the fiber that slows absorption is removed, allowing sugar to enter the bloodstream rapidly. Without fiber to buffer sugar and oxalates, the juice ferments quickly in the gut, leading to bloating, gas, and stomach heaviness. Older adults with slower digestion or low stomach acid are particularly vulnerable to these effects. Again, the problem is not the vegetables themselves, but the concentrated combination. Each root is beneficial when eaten whole, cooked, or consumed separately on alternating days. If you are drinking beet juice today, skip the carrots. And if you want carrot juice, enjoy it on its own, or combine it with low oxalate, low sugar additions such as cucumber, celery, or a small slice of green apple. In this way, you support kidney function, protect blood sugar balance, and still benefit from the nutritional power of both roots, just not in the same glass. Now, let us move on to how to drink beet juice the right way. Mistake number 2 is mixing beet juice with honey or sugar. This is one of the most common mistakes people make, and unfortunately, it is also one of the most harmful. Many people dislike the earthy taste of beetroot, so they try to fix it by adding honey, table sugar, or even sweet syrup. It feels harmless. After all, honey is natural, right? But the moment you add concentrated sugar to beet juice, you completely change how the body processes it. Beetroot is naturally rich in nitrates that convert into nitric oxide, a compound that relaxes blood vessels, supports circulation, improves endurance, and helps regulate blood pressure. When beet juice is combined with honey or sugar, this nitrate conversion process is disrupted. As a result, the very benefit most people drink beet juice for, improved blood flow, becomes significantly weaker. What remains is a sugary drink that spikes blood sugar and delivers only a fraction of the cardiovascular support that beetroot can provide on its own. If you truly need to soften the flavor, choose low-impact companions, such as green apple or cucumber. These add freshness, fiber, and hydration without interfering with nitrates or stressing blood sugar levels. In short, sugar and beet juice do not belong together. If you want beet juice to function as a natural remedy, keep it clean and simple. Your heart, liver, and energy levels will feel the difference. Mistake number 3 is mixing beet juice with orange. On the surface, this combination sounds healthy. 2 vitamin-rich fruits blended into a refreshing drink. But for many people, especially older adults or anyone with digestive sensitivity, combining beet juice with orange can quickly backfire. The problem begins with acidity. Oranges are highly acidic, and when that acid meets the natural sugars and compounds in beetroot, the result is intestinal fermentation. This leads to excess gas production, bloating, cramping, and uncomfortable abdominal pressure. For individuals with gastritis, acid reflux, or irritable bowel syndrome, this reaction can occur almost immediately. The natural sugars in both beetroot and orange are rapidly absorbed when juiced and no longer buffered by their original fiber structure. They enter the bloodstream quickly. This can cause sharper blood sugar spikes than expected, especially in older adults, people with prediabetes, or those with unstable blood pressure. Beet juice works best when the stomach is relatively empty, while orange juice is better tolerated earlier in the day and alongside food to reduce its acidity. So, while the bright color and flavor may appear appealing, beetroot combined with orange causes more harm than benefit when digestive comfort, consistency, and cardiovascular health matter most. If this information is new to you, press the like button and we will move on to the next mistake. Mistake number 4 is mixing beet juice with vinegar. This may seem like a harmless blend. Vinegar appears in detox drinks, homemade tonics, and countless health tips. But when it comes to beet juice, combining it with vinegar is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Beetroot is naturally rich in nitrates, compounds that convert into nitric oxide and help open blood vessels, improve circulation, and support healthy blood pressure. Vinegar, however, is extremely acidic, and that acidity can destroy a significant portion of these nitrates before your body has a chance to use them. In other words, you lose the primary benefit that makes beet juice valuable in the first place. The issue goes deeper than nutrient loss. The high acetic acid content in vinegar can irritate the stomach lining when combined with raw beet juice, especially in people who already have acid reflux, gastritis, or sensitive digestion. The best approach is simple. Keep beet juice pure. If you want a lighter, more refreshing texture, use water, cucumber, or low-acid fruits such as green apple. Vinegar has its own benefits, just not when mixed with beetroot. Use it in salad dressings or cooking, but keep it away from your morning beet juice if you want to protect your stomach, blood pressure, and the healing compounds that make beetroot such a powerful food. Mistake number 5 is mixing beet juice with milk or dairy products. Some people try to blend beet juice with milk to make it richer, but this is one of the worst combinations you can create. On the surface, it appears harmless. Beetroot provides nutrients and milk provides protein. However, inside the body, this mixture triggers reactions that lead to digestive disturbance, nutrient loss, and inflammation. The problem begins with acid-protein interaction. Beetroot has natural acidity, and when beet juice comes into contact with milk proteins, especially casein, it causes them to coagulate prematurely. This coagulation does not occur gently like yogurt fermentation. It happens abruptly inside the stomach. The result is heavy digestion, fermentation, and uncomfortable symptoms such as bloating, gas, reflux, and prolonged stomach discomfort that can last for hours. But the issue goes beyond digestion. Milk requires a very specific digestive environment, while beetroot stimulates stomach acid and bile flow. When these two processes collide, the body struggles to break down both foods properly. This means you absorb less calcium from the milk and fewer vitamins from the beetroot, which is the opposite of what most people intend when making what they believe is a healthy smoothie. For individuals with lactose intolerance or slower digestion, which becomes more common after the age of 50, this combination often leads to nausea, cramping, or rapid onset acid reflux. This pairing can also overload the liver. Beet juice increases nitric oxide activity and circulation, while milk slows digestion and thickens stomach contents. When consumed together, the liver must work harder to process metabolic byproducts from both foods simultaneously, increasing inflammation rather than reducing it. For those with fatty liver, sluggish digestion, or a history of reflux, this combination should be avoided entirely. If you want a richer beet-based drink, there are safer alternatives. Keep these foods separate, and your stomach, liver, and energy levels will benefit. Mistake number 6 is mixing beet juice with spinach. Individually, beetroot and spinach are nutrient-dense foods, but when combined in the same juice, especially in concentrated raw form, they create a biochemical burden that the kidneys and bones do not tolerate well. Both beetroot and spinach are extremely high in oxalates, natural plant compounds that bind to minerals such as calcium, magnesium, and iron. When consumed in large amounts or combined together, oxalates can overwhelm the body's ability to process and eliminate them. The greatest risk is kidney stones. Oxalates from both foods bind with calcium in the kidneys and form calcium oxalate crystals, the most common and painful type of kidney stone. This risk is especially high in people with a history of stones, reduced kidney function, mild dehydration, or low magnesium levels. This combination can quickly push the body into a high oxalate load. You may not feel it immediately, but crystals silently accumulate, increasing risk week after week. Over time, this can weaken bones, worsen anemia, or contribute to fatigue and muscle weakness. Individuals with gut conditions such as IBS, gastritis, or low stomach acid are particularly vulnerable. High oxalate juices pass through the digestive tract too quickly, irritating the intestines and causing symptoms such as bloating, cramping, loose stools, or sudden urgency. Older adults with reduced clearance of crystal-forming compounds face an even higher risk of oxalate accumulation. This does not mean spinach is harmful or that beetroot should be avoided. It simply means they should not be juiced together, especially in large quantities. If you enjoy greens with beet juice, choose lower oxalate options such as kale, mint, celery leaves, or romaine. If you enjoy spinach, cook it or consume it separately at another time of day, not raw and combined with beetroot. Your kidneys work continuously to protect you, and this is a combination they should not be forced to handle. Mistake number 7 is mixing beet juice with lemon. One of the most common habits people have is adding a large squeeze of lemon to their beet juice. It sounds healthy. Vitamin C, freshness, detoxification. So, what could go wrong? Quite a lot. Lemon is extremely acidic, and when that strong acidity interacts with the natural compounds in raw beetroot, the pH of the juice shifts immediately. For many older adults, especially those with gastritis, acid reflux, or sensitive stomachs, this can cause irritation within minutes. People often report heartburn, nausea, or stomach sourness shortly after drinking this combination without realizing that lemon is the trigger. But the larger issue is what happens to beetroot nutrients. Beetroot is naturally rich in plant-based iron and beneficial pigments that support blood formation and circulation. These nutrients require a stable internal environment to be absorbed properly. When lemon excessively acidifies the mixture, it disrupts that process. Instead of enhancing absorption, the acidity interferes with it, particularly iron absorption, effectively canceling one of the main benefits people seek from beet juice. And if you are dealing with acid reflux, this combination can further irritate the esophagus. Lemon itself is not the villain. The problem lies in the quantity. A small hint of flavor may be harmless, but a large squeeze, half a lemon, or the juice of a whole lemon is where the trouble begins. Stay with me because the next benefits are essential. First, respect the dosage. The key number is 100 to 120 milliliters. The biggest mistake men make is believing that more is better. One medium-sized beet is the maximum daily limit. From a medical standpoint, the body can only process a limited amount of nitrate at one time. Drinking more does not increase vasodilation. Instead, it raises oxalate levels, places strain on the kidneys, and can lead to beeturia, a sign that the body is overloaded and unable to process excess pigments. 100 to 120 milliliters of pure juice is the ideal range to support energy without overwhelming your filtration systems. Second, keep the juice clean and original. Do not add sugar, honey, or any sweeteners. As explained earlier, sugar is an enemy of nitric oxide. If the earthy taste feels too strong, dilute with cucumber or celery. These vegetables are rich in electrolytes and contain enzymes that support liver detoxification without raising blood sugar levels. Allow your taste to adapt to the natural flavor. This is a form of respect for your body. Third, the golden timing is 30 minutes before breakfast. Why? On an empty stomach. When the stomach is light, the conversion of nitrate from the mouth to the stomach is most effective. Beneficial oral bacteria need time to interact with the juice before it reaches the digestive tract. Do not rinse your mouth or brush your teeth immediately afterward. Allow the compounds to absorb naturally. A glass of beet juice early in the morning prepares your blood vessels for optimal dilation, helping you maintain alertness and endurance throughout the day. Fourth, drink slowly and treat it like a fine wine. Beet juice is not meant to be taken as a quick shot. Sip it slowly in small amounts. This allows enzymes in the saliva to begin nitrate conversion directly in the oral cavity. For older adults, slow consumption helps the blood pressure system adjust gradually to vasodilation, reducing the risk of dizziness from sudden drops in pressure. Fifth, follow the rotation rule to give the kidneys rest. Do not drink beet juice every day of the year. The body needs breaks to process accumulated oxalates. The best approach is 5 consecutive days followed by 2 days off, or rotating with celery juice or cucumber water. This variety protects bone minerals and significantly reduces the risk of kidney stone formation. As you can see, health does not come from expensive miracles. It comes from understanding and discipline in the smallest habits. Preparing a glass of juice correctly is a way of showing respect for the remarkable biological system within you. The final question I want to leave you with tonight is this: will you continue drinking based on habit and face silent risks, or will you begin applying medical logic to truly take control of your health starting tomorrow? Remember, at the age of 60, the body no longer tolerates repeated mistakes. A small change in your juice preparation may be the beginning of a new and more vital chapter of your life. If this video helped you recognize a mistake you may have made, press like to share this message with the men around you. Share it with a friend who drinks juice daily. You may be helping them avoid a serious kidney issue. Thank you for listening. Stay mentally sharp and choose vitality every day. Goodbye, and I will see you again soon.